We're back with Mayor John McCann. A question that I'm probably going to ask you every time we talk to you. What's the latest on the 278 corridor project?
Well, the town manager, Mark Orlando, is starting to talk, or has been talking to his counterpart at the county. We intend to go to the state sooner or later with the consolidated position between the county and the town. At our last council meeting, council members brought up their differences and what they'd like to see done, and we have taken all of them and we have sent them to our consultant. And he's redoing the plan and seeing what's feasible and not feasible. It will come back, I think it's next week, for a vote. At that time, we will vote for it, and there will be some things that will be incorporated, some things won't be incorporated, and then they will go to the county, and then they will go on to DOT.
Yeah, there was a bit of a fuss made over that last council meeting where there was a little back and forth. But isn't that what the council meets
Absolutely.
to do, is to have back and forth and input from different
If
people?
everybody agreed at this stage along the way, I'd be very upset. It really would be.
Yeah.
I mean, because, but there are some things that definitely we can't do.
Right.
The bridges, for example, the bridges are not in our control at all.
Right.
We have input into it because they come to Hilton Head. The light at Windmill Harbor is not in our control, but we have input because it comes into Hilton Head along the way. One of the bigger problems is that if you get traffic here faster and safer, what are you going to do with all the traffic when it gets here? I mean, Mark and myself.
Yeah, because you've kind of taken it from once it gets onto the island to the whole rest of the island, not just as far
That's
as
right.
as Spanish Wells.
Yeah, we've hired a parking consultant, and that's our part. It isn't the counties or the state or DOT. We have to figure out what we're going to do with the cars when they get here.
Okay.
Whether we did 2 lanes or 3 lanes, people that live in Hardyville or Bluffton and want to go to the beach, this is their beach. They're going to come anyway. You can see that in Nantucket. You can see that in the Jersey Shore. They're going to come anyway. So we might as well do what's right and have something available when they get here, so not to inconvenience our own people along the way. But
right.
we're close.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not going to get everything they want, but we're close.
Okay. The other topic I wanted to bring up was the upcoming election, November 2nd. On the ballot will be a penny sales tax for all of Beaufort County that 70% of it will be used to defer or actually eliminate some of that property taxes for residents. Residents, property owners, should love that idea, and the burden is shifted then not so much on property taxes as on use taxes, sales taxes, by the people who come here. The town doesn't have an up or down vote on it, but town council can endorse it or not. Where is the town on that?
Well, the county has put it on the ballot, whether anybody likes it or not. all the other towns in the county their councils have approved the endorsement of the referendum. Not the endorsement of the tax, but the referendum. Our council will vote on it within the next 10 days. They had some discussion last time about it's a good tax because the residents get tax reduction.
Yeah.
It has a negative impact because it goes on forever. It isn't like you're going to reach a certain amount that goes away. This will go on forever along the way. Some of the concerns of council is that what are we going to use it for? And that's a concern. I wanted to use it all for tax reduction, all of it. We take none. That didn't go over well with the council. They wanted to use some of it. And it looks like we're going to isolate some of it and put it into a trust or something that only councils and future councils can use to spend. I mean, we talked years ago about the quality of life referendum, about the arts and about parks and about housing. This is the same thing. We can put the money away for the arts, for housing, for the parks.
Because we're talking $8-9 million a year, it looks like, for the town on the savings in the town's property taxes on the property that it owns, and also the money you'd get from the sales tax. So you wanted to give it all back, and some members of the council would rather put it in a trust for as you mentioned, the future of the island.
To use it on future items along the way.
Okay.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
I'm just one person.
You don't have to win all the time?
It's a win either way. It's a win
there
either
you
way.
go.
But it's coming around the corner. It's less than 2 months away.
That's what I'm saying.
It will be there. The education information will start going out next week. The other towns in the community have hired an education firm to do the education for us.
Okay.
it's going to be fine. It will be fine.
All right. It'll be something certainly to watch over the next 6 weeks. Mayor, thanks so much for the time. Good luck to your Yankees. I think they're going to need it against Toronto, but
It's a tough week coming up here now. Tough week for everybody.
We'll talk to you again in a couple of weeks, and we'll get Mark in here sooner and grill him a little bit.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good day.
We'll be back. A special thing we want to talk about next is a special foundation being set up actually in the mayor's own backyard. We'll tell you about it when we come back.